It's time for No Copay Radio. Conversations about health and medical issues that are important to Colorado. Brought to you by Dr. Cog.
See, I told you we'd be back, and we're glad you're there, too. It's Murphy Houston, Jayla Sanchez-Warren. It's No Copay Radio. Thank you for listening. It's brought to you by Dr. Cog, the Denver Regional Council of Governments Area Agency on Aging. What's going on over there, Jayla?
A lot is going on.
Always.
We have new
There's
programs going on.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
you know, the other day when we talked about our transportation program, oh my goodness.
got a lot of response.
Yeah. In fact, I'm not letting Mark from Channel 9, Mark Krobrick, advertise it because we got so many calls just after the radio.
Negative
show.
stuff?
No. Just I don't have enough staff.
Don't look at me. I'm not coming down there to answer the phones.
Yeah, there's an interesting volunteer opportunity.
Can you see me answering the phones at Dr. Cog? Do you want fries with that? Oh. That'd be me. Hey, let's talk about something good.
Yeah, Kristine Burrows is here. She's the Director of Older Adult Services for Easter Seals, Colorado. She holds her master's in public health from Colorado School of Public Health with an emphasis in leadership and healthy aging. Kristine serves on the Board of Trustees for Next 50 Initiative. We know them well.
We know about those people.
And the Denver Commission on Aging, which I know well as well. That sounds weird. She's proud to have launched the first day program for older adults with disabilities, which is a population we forget about, isn't it?
It is.
And continues to work to provide engaging programming for older adults.
Kristine, welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Well, we know your family members, and that's how you got in here.
Yeah.
No. Just teasing.
Nepotism.
Yeah,
because
tell your father-in-law.
She does.
He's a terrible
important
golfer,
work.
anyhow.
Oh, stop.
Did I say
He's
that?
going to listen.
So anyhow, I didn't know there was a real, to be honest, a connection of Easter seals with the aging population.
It's brand new, so
That's why I didn't know about it.
I know. We have focused a lot of our efforts on younger people with disabilities. So we have a lot of day programs and camp and employment services that we offer through Easter Seals. But we've realized that, to be honest, people are living a lot longer with disabilities. And so the need for resources for this older adult community with disabilities is growing.
You know, that's something we don't think about a lot, but it really has. I mean, when I started 30 some years ago in aging, people with Down syndrome, let's say, didn't live much past 40.
Right.
Folks,
sad to say, but
you know,
you're right.
a lot of people are living longer, even in the disability community, which is an awesome thing. But we've never done that before, so we have to learn how to do that and how to have programs that are appropriate and activities and life. Right? What do we need to do for someone who's older and has a disability?
And they might be by themselves, right? Isn't
They
there a
might
chance
be.
They
You
could
know,
be by themselves?
oftentimes, I help place so many people in nursing homes back in the early days because their parents died and they had intellectual disabilities.
So, Kristine, is that what this OASIS Day program about? Is that relatively new then too?
It is. So we launched the OASIS Day program in September, and it's exciting because this is the first day program of its kind west of Minnesota, we think. So specifically for older adults with disabilities. We have a really awesome other day program through Easter Seals called the Explorers Day Program. And before September, that served folks 18 to 82, which is a big range.
That would be most of us, I would think.
And so I love having the intergenerational connection when you're talking about working with older adults. But in that case, we had folks who used hearing aids who simply couldn't hear each other to have a meaningful conversation in that space, or they would not go to day program the next day because we were out in the community for 5 hours and they're just exhausted.
Yeah.
And so we needed to find a better, more sustainable program for these folks.
Oh my gosh, I think this is so exciting. It's
Really?
really a huge need and a wonderful opportunity. Because a lot of these folks may end up in nursing homes prematurely. Mm-hmm. They don't need to be there, right?
Sure.
Or, and there are not a lot of activities. If you don't drive, you're pretty much stuck and you're isolated. So this is so important.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
really
Lots of-
exciting.
Well, let's talk about it. What is it? What is OASIS?
So folks come in, we take folks 50 plus with intellectual and developmental disabilities or physical disabilities.
Sure.
And they come in 9 to 2, Monday through Friday, and we do variety of in-house activities. So that could include art projects, science projects, cooking classes, exercise, etc. And we go out in the community, or try to get the community to come to us. And that's our goal every day. So either we go out in the community and do a tour, or we go, to the museum, or we did a Capitol tour recently, which was really fun. Things like that, or we have guest speakers come in. So things like the Denver Dumb Friends League came in and gave a lecture about pet safety. Wonderful. It was awesome, and they brought in a little dog, which was always a hit.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
Things like that, getting out into the community and making this population visible. I mean, there's a lot of people who don't know that there are a lot of older adults with disabilities in the community, and so making it a lot more normalized to be in the community and having them engage in things that we would want to engage in.
That's fantastic. Do you provide transportation if they need it?
We don't provide transportation, but Access-A-Ride is in our building.
Oh,
in
nice.
the Easter Seals building.
Nice. Convenient.
So if you need help with getting transportation, we can get you set up with Access-A-Ride.
Sounds like a great program. Are you going to get Dr. Cog involved with that at all? Are you guys going to?
Yeah, well, we're going to talk after this because I got some ideas.
You always have ideas. So why is this program so special? Besides there's such a need for it, but I'll bet you just see physically the reward by looking at the folks you're helping has got to be tremendous.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. There's, I know you had Dr. Potter on your show before, and he's talked a little bit about the link between Down syndrome and Alzheimer's. And right now, there's not a lot of research on engagement strategies for how to work with folks with disabilities who also have Alzheimer's or dementia. And so this is a really cool opportunity for us to sort of on a lay level, figure out how to best engage these folks.
Well, and isolation has a high correlation too, right? So if you have people that are intellectually disabled and are stuck at home, isolated, or in a facility with people who are 30 years older than them, it's just not good. It's not good for your mental health. You may get Alzheimer's, but it may delay it if you have a program like this, right?
Sure.
How cool is that? Because remember the story he tells about the active social mice and how much better they do than those stuck in isolation?
Well, yeah, socially active is very important.
It is very,
for seniors
very
in particular. So who's eligible to participate?
So we are taking anybody 50 and older with an intellectual or developmental disability or a physical disability. We also bill Medicaid, so anybody on an SLS or DD waiver is eligible. We also offer a private pay option too. There's no mobility restrictions, so anybody who uses a mobility aid or not is welcome to come in. We do lots of stuff in the community and in-house, so we want everybody and anybody.
It's just life. You're allowing the opportunity to engage and live a normal life.
As it should be.
Yeah.
Do family members attend? If they've been kind of with the person that wants to get involved with OASIS, can they come along? And
yeah, they're welcome to join us. It's mostly, a lot of people use this as a respite opportunity. So caregivers and family members and providers use this, 5 hours a day as an opportunity to take care of themselves. And I know you guys have had my colleague Megan Kluth on the show before as well. She talks a lot about the importance of respite, and this is a really, really easy opportunity for folks to get respite from people that they're caring for and make sure that those people are engaging in the community meaningfully and having a good time when they do it.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about them, right?
Exactly.
You're an older adult that has a child with an intellectual disability. You got to go to the doctor's office. Man, to have a place where you could drop them off and know that they're having a good time, that they're engaged, that they're safe. You don't have to worry about it. Then you can go deal with your stuff, which is so important.
And they can come every day that you're open, right?
Yep, Monday through Friday we're open, so they can come whatever days they want.
That's a huge opportunity.
Yeah.
Especially for the caregivers.
Yeah.
Because we do talk about that
I really want to come and see it. I haven't seen it.
Oh, please come. We'd love to have you come in, Jayla.
And where is it?
We're located in Lakewood, so we're just west of Sheridan on Alameda.
That's pretty close.
Yeah,
Do you have to call ahead of time? We're just going to come and hang out for a while? Or,
sure. I usually prefer you call ahead of time, but if you guys want to come in, I'll make an exception.
See? It's good to have connections, right, Jayla?
You got to have connections.
Yeah, you really do. So what's the future for this? Where do you see OASIS going? I mean, it's obviously brand new, but what's going to happen?
Well, we are hoping to grow our base a little bit, but we're also hoping to find those strategies for engaging folks with disabilities and Alzheimer's and dementia. That's been a little bit of a struggle for us, figuring out what activities are working best. We found that community engagement is the best opportunity, but it's also really tiring. And so making sure that we can find sustainable activities that people enjoy and that are meaningful for people, that's going to be our biggest push. And then I'm a big ideas gal. I have lots of big ideas for our older adult kind of departments in general.
Good for you.
Like workforce development for folks with dementia,
I can't wait
things
to
like
talk
that.
to you. We need to go to lunch.
Here we go.
Right?
Here we go.
So there's lots of opportunities at Easter Seals with this older adult population being kind of our new niche.
Well,
so.
it is. It's exciting. And again, it's like, groundbreaking because we haven't had this. We haven't had this population live this long. And we haven't, I think in the early days, we just thought, well, we'll just put them in nursing homes. And that's the wrong attitude.
For years, it's been that way.
For years, it's been that way.
In the 80s, the life expectancy for people with Down syndrome was 25, and that was attributed to putting people in homes and not giving them proper care. And now it's about 60, which is real. I mean, that's a huge jump from
Absolutely.
in my career,
right?
So
well, you see a lot of them too that are. You go to King Soopers, and they're bagging your groceries, and you take time and you talk with them, and they love it. And people that make an effort to talk, and I get a kick out of it too, because they always have a story.
Right.
Yeah, and they'll just start telling you a story. I'm going, that's pretty funny. Yeah. I'm going to steal that material.
Yeah. And a lot of those folks who work at King Soopers are mentored by Easter Seals folks. So we have a really amazing employment program. A lot of the people who come to day program also have jobs. They'll come to day program a couple days a week, and then they'll go to work a couple days a week. And so people at King Soopers bagging your groceries, I mean, it helps demystify that stigma of working with people with disabilities. They're people just like us.
They're people. They have value.
Right? Absolutely.
They have things to contribute. We can learn from them just like they can learn from us.
I agree.
It's not really a they and a us. It's us.
Right. We're humans.
So we're talking to Kristine Burrows from the Easter Seals, Colorado, Older Adult Services, the OASIS Day Program. Did you have to hire more personnel to run the new program?
Yeah, I did. We have an amazing staff. We have a couple day program assistants and a day program manager who just work their tails off to make sure that this crew is fulfilled and have engaging and meaningful activities.
So how do you get your funding? Do you get government funding, or it's donations to Easter Seals, or
a little bit of both? We bill Medicaid primarily for our day program services. We are a nonprofit though, so we do seek
and then
fundraising.
Next funding cycle at Dr. Cog, you should seriously consider, because now you're serving people over 60.
Yep.
And that's been the limitation of our money, right?
Yeah.
We have to fund people over 60, so you should really think about that.
Perfect.
There you go. See, she has all the connections, right? Kristine,
Right?
yeah. You guys will be out
everybody.
talking in the parking lot in about 5 minutes here. But you're doing a good job. I must feel real good. How did you get involved with this program, Easter Seals? Well, what was your desire?
I have always worked in the aging space. I love working with older adults, and I've realized that it's kind of an underserved population. And my position at Easter Seals is the first director of older adult services in all of Easter Seals, national.
Really?
It's very exciting. There's lots to do. Like I said, I'm a big ideas person, and so I get excited.
You're the pioneer for others.
I know. I get excited about bringing new programming and opportunities for older adults. So.
But Jayla, this is great to have somebody so young involved with the
doesn't
senior
it excite
population.
You? Oh, it makes me so happy.
Well, I know someone's going to take care of me when I'm, I'm going to need a little help, more than your father-in-law.
Hey, I don't know. Hopefully he's doing something good for you.
Well, congratulations on all you're doing.
Thanks.
So what's your ambition? Where do you want to take your career? Where you are, you're going to be happy for the next 20, 30 years?
I am I'm a program developer. Hopefully we'll launch OASIS. Like I said, we're 4 months old. So once we get off the ground here, hopefully new programming for older adults with disabilities and older adults in general. And
how about a website? Do people want to find out more information?
Yeah, so if you go to eastersealscolorado.org and just click on our Older Adult Services tab, you'll see all of our information about OASIS Day Program, and all my information is on there if you're interested in if you have somebody who would be interested in attending day program. We're also looking for volunteers if you want to come out and hang with us and hang out in day program and help folks.
Sure, there might be a lot of people that want to do that.
Yeah, I'm always looking for volunteers.
Age limit for volunteers?
No.
Yeah?
No, we want Jayla's daughter. Come on in, come help us out.
She'll help you build a robot in the water.
Perfect. We're looking for guest speakers too if you want to come in, and if you know how to build a robot in the water, we want you to come and teach us how to build a robot in the water. If you just went to China, come tell us about your China trip. We like guest speakers, community engagement. So
love your enthusiasm.
Thanks.
Yeah, great what you're doing.
Thanks. I'm excited about it.
Well, you should be.
Got a good crew.
You're helping some good people. That's Kristine Burrows who's now the close personal friend of Jayla Sanchez Warren over here.
Who's going to be.
From Dr. Cog. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Good show today, buddy. Good job. No Copay Radio, brought to you by Dr. Cog, the Denver Regional Council of Governments Area Agency on Aging. Don't forget about our website, nocopayradio.com. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will be back next week.
Thanks for listening to No Copay Radio, brought to you by Dr. Cog. Check out the website at nocopayradio.com or email us with questions to nocopayradio@gmail.com. We'll talk again next week about health and medical issues that are important to those who live right here in Colorado on No Copay Radio.